What if I told you that one simple experiment didn't just change science, it changed how we see reality itself? An experiment so strange that even today, scientists still argue about what it means, and by the end, you might question everything around you. For centuries, people believed heavier objects fall faster. It felt obvious, common sense. Then Galileo challenged that belief. He dropped two objects with different weights. They hit the ground at the same time. It was a small moment, but it shattered centuries of assumptions and proved something powerful. Science doesn't care what feels right, only what is true. Light was supposed to be a wave. That's what everyone believed. Then came the double-slit experiment. Particles were fired through two openings, and instead of acting like solid objects, they created a pattern, like waves. But here's where it gets strange. When scientists tried to observe them, the pattern changed, as if the particles knew they were being watched. It was the moment reality stopped behaving normally. A scientist named Pavlov was studying digestion. Nothing unusual. He fed dogs and measured their reactions. But then he noticed something strange. The dogs started reacting before the food arrived, just from hearing a sound. So he tested it. A bell, then food. Again and again, until the bell alone triggered the same reaction. It revealed something unsettling. Behavior can be trained without awareness. People believe they are independent, that they make their own choices. The Milgram experiment tested that idea. Participants were told to give electric shocks to another person, each time stronger. They hesitated. They felt uncomfortable, but a voice told them to continue. And many did, even when they thought that they were causing real harm. It showed something disturbing. Authority can override conscience. A group of students were turned into guards and prisoners. It was just an experiment, a simulation. But something changed very quickly. The guards became aggressive. The prisoners became submissive. Not because they had to, but because of the roles they were given. Within days, it became too intense, too real, and had to be stopped. It revealed how easily identity can reshape behavior. Scientists once believed space was filled with something invisible, a substance called ether. They designed an experiment to detect it. Careful measurements, precise instruments. Everything was ready. But the result? Nothing, no trace at all. And that failure opened the door to something revolutionary. A new way of understanding space and time. Scientists believed atoms were solid, simple, unbreakable. Then came the gold foil experiment. Tiny particles were fired at a thin sheet of gold. Most passed through, as expected, but some bounced back, as if they hit something dense, something small, but powerful. That's how we discovered the nucleus and realized atoms are mostly empty space. A factory changed working conditions, lighting, hours, breaks, productivity increased, but then they changed things again, and productivity still increased, no matter what they did, until they realized something simple. Workers performed better, because they were being observed, not because of the changes, but because of attention. Even awareness can alter behavior. Children were given a simple choice: one reward now or two later. Some couldn't wait. They chose the immediate reward. Others resisted. They waited. Minutes felt like forever, but they held on. Years later, those who waited often had better outcomes in life. A simple test revealed something deep. Self-control shapes the future. Now, remember the experiment from the beginning, the one that questioned reality. Here's the full truth. Particles don't have a fixed behavior. They exist in possibilities until they are observed. And the moment you look, that possibility collapses into a single outcome, as if reality chooses a version only when it's seen. So here's the question. If observation shapes reality, then what role do you play in it? This is Informboom. Stay curious, stay aware, and subscribe for more.